Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So today we are going to do some questions in the LR section for Maharashtra CET. Okay, LR section consists of 75 questions as per the regular pattern. Even if you consider last year's, I think there were about somewhere around 60 to 80 questions in LR. So LR is the biggest section of MAH CET, and it is important to you cannot ignore this section, right? You can, let us say, you can ignore some topics in some sections, but this is somewhere you need to score high, and it requires a lot of practice. Okay, so like if you are consistent with your practice, you can do well in this section. Okay, majority of the section consists of puzzles. There are some other topics also from which you get questions. Okay, so we'll solve a couple of puzzles in today's class plus some miscellaneous questions. Okay, so let's begin with the first question. So I hope I'm audible, clearly audible to you. Okay, so good evening, Rishabh, Samir, and others who are present in the class. Let's start with the first set for the day. It says that there are 8 people. They are born on two different dates, 11th and 19th, in 4 different months. Okay, the months are March, June, September, and October of the same year, and certain conditions are given after that. So you have to find out who is born when, and then we will answer the questions. So 8 people born on 8 different days, and we have to find out who is born when. Okay, so like we have 4 months, March, June, September, and October. And the two dates are 11 and 19. So probably you will get multiple cases. Okay, because nothing is mentioned fixed about someone. Okay, so you might get multiple cases. Try those cases and uh, try to solve it. So 8 people on 8 different days. For any puzzle, be it like this kind of puzzle wherein you have to schedule some event, this is sort of scheduling of things, right? It's a time-based puzzle, so you have to create a timetable in this, or any like arrangement or anything. We must start with something which tells you some direct information, right? Let's say is if for someone, if they have given that this person is born on 11th March, or this person is born on 19th September, or any such information. Okay, if you look at these statements, there is nothing such given, right? Concrete तो पक्का तो किसी का नहीं दिया है. Okay, but at least we can get some cases in case of 1 or 2 persons, so start with those. Okay, done. All right, so let's start, right? Let's see that how to be it needs to be done. So first, we are not given anything about any other person except A. Okay, A we can find out some possibilities. A is born in a month having 30 days, right? So March has 31 days, June has 30 days, September has 30 days, and October has 31 days. So A is born in June or September. Okay, now there could be four possibilities, right? There could be four possibilities, but do not make, see, one thing is, do not write everything like char ke char case mat likh do, right? So let's read that how is A connected with someone else. So it says four people are born between X and A. Okay, suppose if we take A here, then we will have 1 2 3 4, and this will be X. Okay, so if we take A on 30th of June, we will have X here. Okay, if we take A here, then X is not possible before, because 1 2 3 people. If we take A here, 1 2 3 4, X is not possible. Okay, so A cannot be on 19th of June. Okay, now if we take A on 11th of September, then we cannot have X after. See, it is saying four people are born between, right? We do not know who is born earlier, right? Is it A and then four people X, or X four people then A? We are not sure. Okay, so we will take both the cases. If we take A here, ठीक है, A यहाँ लेंगे तो इसके बाद तीन ही लोग बच रहे हैं और ऊपर चार ही लोग बच रहे हैं. So we cannot get X in this case. So we cannot have A here also. So if we take A here, ठीक है, 1 2 3 4 X can come here. So we will take the second case like this, that X here 1 2 3 4 people, and then A here, and then two more people. Okay, so we will just have to make two cases. Initially it looked कि चार case बनेंगे. Okay, so do not like use your pen and start writing everything. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि चार जगह A लिख दिया, चार केस बना के है. It takes time, right? So just think कि if we put A here, X is possible. A, if we put at these two positions, X is not possible. And if you put A here, X should come here. Okay, now we will link those. Okay, that's the way we do. So we have connected A with X. Now X is related to V. Two people are born between V and X. So X, 1 2 people, this is V. X, 1 2 people, and this is V. So this is the thing that is going to happen in these puzzles, right? Be it seating arrangement, be it scheduling based, or any sort of puzzle, that you will be making multiple cases, and at some stage something will get eliminated, and you shall be able to get a unique case. और नहीं भी आएगा तो दो केस में से like they, you might get a case scenario where there are two cases possible. Okay, so V is also done. K is born either just before or just after V, but not in the same month. ठीक है, so K is just before हो सकता है यहाँ पे, after में तो same month हो जाएगा. So K will come here. In this case, K will be just after, because before will be same month. Okay, K is born before September. Okay, now this is in September, so this case now gets eliminated. Okay, so we will continue with this case. All right, now it says O is born immediately before H, so we have OH, and J is born before O but after P. Okay, J is born before O but after P, so PJOH, in this order they will come like this, PJOH. So O is immediately before H, right? So this is the order in which we will get PJAKVOHX. So Akriti, Vaibhav, both of you got this one right. Okay, so simple puzzle, you should know. See, the thing is, the questions are not very difficult. Okay, ऐसा नहीं होता कि questions are undoable, like it happens in CAT, right? Even if you put lot of effort, you will not be able to think, right? Because that level is so high. But in MHCT, that level will not be very difficult, but you should know the techniques, that how to start, how to solve in less possible time, how not to waste time. ठीक है, as I said, that do not start making four cases in the beginning itself. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा सोचो, that would save your time to make four cases, right? So this is, I think you must have got, right? Others also, did you get the same thing? All right, so now let's look at the questions. Who was born in the month of October? Out of these, we have H and X born in October. So among the options, we have X as the person born in October. How many people were born between P and V? How much time? I would say uh, uh, 4 minutes for this puzzle. 4 minutes plus 5 minutes, you can say, for puzzle plus solving all the questions. How many people born between P and V? Now, see, one thing you should not look like this. ऐसे नहीं देखना कि A answer when you say that there is just one person, that is wrong. Okay, so you need to count 1, 2, and 3 people before between these two. ठीक है, so common mistake हो जाती है. कई बार लोग ऐसे टेबल देख लेते हैं and they answer this. Who among the following was born on 19th day of a month? So which of these persons is on 19th of a month? So 19th we have JKOX, right? So the answer will be O. Okay. Who was born immediately after J? So the person born immediately after J is A. Who among the following were born in the same month? So VO are born in the same month, that is in September. Okay, others in different months. Who is the youngest? Acha, one mistake that people make it are in these questions also. Now some people make mistake in this question is they are asking who is the youngest. Okay. Now see, youngest is the person who is born in the end. Okay. Always remember that youngest is the person born in the end. So that will be X. Here do not mark P. कुछ लोग कर सकते हैं. कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं? They think that the person born first is the youngest. Right? They think that what comes first is the youngest. Okay, no. The youngest is born in the end. Okay, so that should be X. All right. So let us do another puzzle that is on seating arrangement in two parallel rows. Okay, so if there are 12 people, they have to sit in two parallel rows and 6 seats in each row, and the seats face each other. So some 6 people facing south, 6 people facing north. So this is another variety which is common. Take a seating arrangement in two rows. Okay. So Shivam, as I keep telling that you should never target any score. Okay, what if I tell you that you should target 170? Okay, and the paper turns out to be difficult. Even 140 would be sufficient to crack. And if I tell you that you should target 140, and the paper is so easy that 160 may not be enough, right? So just give your best. Do not target any score. Okay, because you cannot predict, right? I'm not some paper setter that I can predict and say that okay, this will be the cutoff score, right? So that you will get to know on the day of examination also only that how difficult is the paper as compared to previous years, and then accordingly one can tell. At this point in time, you should not worry about those things. So this question says that there are 12 people, 6 in one row, 6 in another row, and we have to make the arrangement. So try this, and if you are done, then we will discuss that what should be the approach. Okay, so I'm giving you time to try so that uh, like if I start myself, then you will not put effort, right? So is anyone done? 12 people arranged in 2 rows. I'll tell you some minor things. See what happens is, uh, see if a lot of time is given to everyone, right? Everyone will be able to make these arrangements. ठीक है, hit and trial कर करके बन जाता है, right? You make multiple cases, knock off every case, then you are able to solve this. Okay, but I'll tell you the ways in which you can do this in minimal time. What are the things that you must look at? So Ashish has done good. No one else? Okay, so we will start with something which gives relation between two people. Okay, so we are not given any fixed position of anyone, right? It says M sits third to the right of I. Acha, one thing that is given to us in this puzzle is that G, H, I, J, K, L, they are facing north. Okay, and these people are facing south. M, N, O, W, X, Y. Okay, so if we start with this, it says that M sits third to the right of Y. Okay, so you might get multiple cases like Y, M, right? Y and M, Y and M, and Y and M. Three possible cases, right? But let us see that if we can reduce from three to some other. ठीक है, 3 से कम कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते हैं. Okay, so then the one who sits second to the left of M faces I, that is also fine. That will be possible. Now there is one more sentence given about M, that three people sit between M and X. ठीक है, तीन M के बारे में एक information दी है. M sits third to the right of Y and three people sit between M and X. Right. So before making cases, let us just visualize कि this X will be to the right of X or left of M. Sorry, X will be to the right of M or left of M. It says M is third to the right of Y. Okay, so remember that if you took if people are facing south, this is the right direction. Okay, so if we take, it says three people between M and X. So three people between M and X, if we take this side, then the number of people will exceed 6. There are 6 people in each of these rows. Okay, so that means X cannot be on the right hand side. Okay, X right side में नहीं होगा, X left side में ही होगा. Okay, so that one thing that you can consider from here, right? So now we have like M, Y and X. That is the order that we will have. Because M is third to the right of Y and three people between M and X. Okay. Now from this we can say that there are 5 positions filled. So एक case यहाँ पे ले लेते हैं X, Y and 2 people and then M. And second case we will take X, Y, 2 people and then M. Okay, so we reduced one case. पहले 3 cases थे, now we have just 2 cases. Okay, so that has reduced. Now let us see this. Then it says that the person who sits second to the left of M faces I. Second to the left of M will be this person faces I. Second to the left of M will be this person faces I. Okay, I is done. Now number of people sitting to the right of J is same as the number of people sitting to the left of I. Okay. You must have solved this kind of questions many, मतलब ये statement देखा होगा in mock test and all, and people they teach, वो आपको क्या बताते हैं कि count the number of people. ऐसे ही कहते हैं ना कि number of people sitting to the right of J is same as the number of people sitting to the left of I. तो वो कहेंगे I के left में 3 people count कर लो, I के left में 2 लोग count कर लो, right? Remember this, always this thing, if people are sitting in the same row and they have given such kind of statement, ठीक है, no matter what is the number of people, 6 लोग बैठे हैं, 8 लोग बैठे हैं, 10 लोग बैठे हैं, right? If such kind of statement is given, this means कि their position from left and right ends are same. I mean, so जैसे यहाँ पे I यहाँ से third है, तो J यहाँ से third हो जाएगा. I is third from this side, so J will be third from this side. ठीक है, so let us say यहाँ पे 6 की जगह 8 लोग भी होते हैं, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? If I say A and the second person is B, if I say a statement like this, the number of persons to the left of A is same to the right of B. ठीक है, so A जो position है इस end से, B की position वही position होगी other end से. No matter what is the number of people sitting in the row, no matter where is the person sitting. ठीक है, तो never count in these cases. ठीक है, count करते हैं लोगों को टाइम लगता है. No one must have told you. वो लोग ऐसे ही कराते हैं, वो कहते हैं खुद काउंट करते हैं और तुम्हें बताते हैं कि हाँ I के लेफ्ट में इतने तो J के राइट में इतने हो जाएंगे. So remember, whenever you have this kind of statement, whether it is 6 people, there it is 10 people, 8 people, ठीक है, ऐसे स्टेटमेंट का मतलब सीधा सीधा ये हो जाता है कि ये यहाँ से थर्ड दिख रहा है तो J यहाँ से थर्ड हो जाएगा, ये यहाँ से थर्ड है तो J इस एंड से थर्ड हो जाएगा. Okay, so if it is third, like a row of 3, 4, 5, 6, any number of people, so whatever is the position of one of the persons given from one end, the second person will have the same position from other end. Okay, so I hope you must have got this. Okay, so never ever count in such cases. Okay, आपसे जब भी ऐसा कभी statement मिले, do not count कि left में कितने, right में कितने. Just remember कि एक ही position पता है, find write the position of second. Same goes with box based questions. ठीक है, box के questions भी आते हैं. ठीक है, उसमें आता है द नंबर ऑफ बॉक्सेस केप्ट अबव और द नंबर ऑफ फ्लोर्स अबव. फ्लोर और बॉक्स में भी ऐसा स्टेटमेंट आता है. सो लेट अस से इफ इट सेज कि ए के ऊपर सेम नंबर ऑफ फ्लोर्स है जितने बी के नीचे, सो काउंट द पोजीशन ऑफ ए फ्रॉम वन ऑफ द एंड्स, द सेम पोजीशन बी विल हैव फ्रॉम द अदर एंड. ठीक है, दिस इज अ वैल्यूएबल थिंग दैट इफ यू नो, दैट विल सेव योर टाइम. N faces the immediate neighbor of G. Okay, so We do not know G yet. J sits third to the right of G. Okay. Now in this case, J is not possible. Okay, J is not possible because 1, 2, 3, third to the right of G, right? So that means G comes here. So this case gets eliminated. So we have the final case here. Now we can use this N, right? N face the immediate neighbor of G. G immediate neighbor, this is N. H sits 4 to the left of L, who does not face W. So H will come here and L will come here. 4 to the left एक ही position बन रही है, right? Who does not face W? So L does not face W. So whenever who comes, so whatever is written just before who is that person. So L does not face W. So that means W will come here, and we had M N O and G H I J A L. Okay, so this is the order that we will get. Okay, so I hope you must have learned this new concept today, right? And now on you will save time in such questions. So those who had commented that Ashish, Akshata, Ash, Rushi, Roosters, Modi Sarkar gave the same thing, right? So yes, that's the order you will get. How many people sit to the right of the one who faces N? So the one who faces N is H, right? How many people to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who sits opposite to X? So opposite to X we have K. How many people sit between L and K? So L and K are immediate neighbors, right? So there is no person between them. Okay, so do not write one. Find the odd one out. Okay, what is the odd one and why? MGLXO, which is the odd one out of this? X. So generally in these kind of things, what you should look for is, see, if you see MGLO, these are corner seats, right? X is not the corner person. ठीक है, तो generally odd and out में ऐसे ही देते हैं. In rectangular also, like sometimes they might have square arrangement. ठीक है, उसमें they say that 4 people sitting this side, 4 people sitting at corners. So odd and out generally उनका यही logic रहता है कि either all of them are at the corner or all of them at the center. Similarly यहाँ पे remaining 4 are at the corners. This is in the center. Okay. How many people sit to the left of Y? So remember that if a person is facing south, this is the right side, this is the left side. Okay, so there are 2 people to the left of Y. ठीक है, so इसमें डायरेक्शन का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है. All right, so this is a coded blood relation. ठीक है, blood relation direct भी आता है, they give coded also. How many questions of seating and puzzle in paper? I would say around like it if it comes back to the normal thing, right? So around 40 questions of puzzles. So this is the condition given to us. S, we have to find the relation between T and S. Okay. So T cross R means T is the sister of R, is a female and R. Then R plus V means that R is the brother of V. Okay, so R is a male and they have a sibling V. And V divided by S means that V is the son of S. Right, so S and this is a V is a male. So S, they have children this. Right, how is T related to S? So T is a daughter of S. So the answer is none of these. Which of the following means that S is the husband of T? It says which of the following means T S is the husband of T. So in such questions, what we generally do is see some time saving things. We generally check each option, right? It is good that you have to check the options, but can we reduce that effort? Is, see, it says S is the husband of T, T is written first. T पहले लिखा है, S बाद में लिखा है, right? So that means we have to get that T is the wife of S, right? If S is the husband of T, T is the wife of S. So if T is the wife of S and any T is written first, any of these relations give male thing. So division gives son, right? So this option you need not check. Okay, so you can eliminate the option. Then in T cross R means T is the sister of R. Okay, R is the mother of Q, right? So if this is Q, so definitely this is not going to be the husband, right? अगर यहाँ पे Q आ गया, so sorry, R is the mother of V. ठीक है, अब ये कहाँ पे कहीं पे भी आ जाए, right? So you will not be able to get husband. ठीक है, so आगे देखना ही नहीं है. So it means T is the mother of R. T should be the mother of R. R V का relation क्या है? R V is R is the son of. So if you see second option, R is the son of V. Okay, division means son, right? So R is the son of V, so it means V becomes the father, right? So that is also not possible. So if you see third option says this T R is the son of, no, this is not son. R cross V means that is the brother of V. Okay, so R is related to V and V is the son of S. And this is a female and male. So that gives the relation of husband and wife. That is option C. Okay, so that's the answer. Syllogisms, another topic common in these examinations. And if you know the concepts, these questions hardly take any time. How to increase speed in puzzles? Practice. That's the only way. Okay, because these puzzles do not require you to think beyond something. Right? I mean, all the information is given and you just have to plug in information, right? And as I told you, certain things start with something which is which is giving you some fixed position and linked with maximum number of people. So statement, first statement says all bricks are ropes, all yaks are bricks, all cloves are yaks, right? So we can say all cloves are yaks, all yaks are bricks, and all bricks are ropes. So that's the diagram that we will get, generic diagram. Now at least some ropes are yaks, right? Is there some overlap between ropes and yaks? That is true. Okay, all cloves are bricks. Yes, cloves is a subset of bricks. So that means both those conclusions are true. No calculator is a pen. Some grounds are pens. No ladder is a calculator. शॉर्टकट क्या वेन डायग्राम बनाना पड़ता है and just draw Venn diagram. It hardly takes any time. And 30 seconds at max for one syllogism question, right? If you understand the what does all and some and all these things no mean. So it says no calculator is a pen. So calculator and this is a pen. There should be no overlap, right? Some grounds are pens, so that means some overlap between pen and ground. No ladder is a calculator. Okay, so that means there is no overlap between ladder and calculator. Now ladder can be anywhere except overlapping with calculator. Okay, so first conclusion says all calculators being grounds is a possibility, right? So what if I put, see, possibilities, you must see that if that thing is, that can happen or not. So if I put calculator here, does it satisfy all the conditions that all calculators being grounds is a possibility? Yes, it is possible, right? Because there should be no overlap between calculator and pen, no overlap between calculator and ladder, right? So yes, that is a possible situation. No pen is a ladder. Okay, it says no pen is a ladder. Okay, so we'll check that whether no pen is a ladder or not. So we will try to prove it false. Okay, so let us try to prove it false. So if we have something like this, okay, if we have something like this, no, if we make a diagram like this, so it satisfies no calculator is a pen, right? Some grounds are pen, so that is also true. No ladder is a calculator. Everything is being satisfied, right? So this is being violated. So only conclusion one is true. So the rule is whenever a conclusion is given, right, try to prove false. And whenever a possibility based thing is given, right, try to prove true. And these take them individually. Do not check with one case. ठीक है, एक केस दोनों में, दोनों कंक्लूजन्स में नहीं लेना है. एक कंक्लूजन को दूसरे डायग्राम बना के देख लो, दूसरे में दूसरा डायग्राम बना के देख लो. ओके, सो वी प्रूव दैट कंक्लूजन 1 कैन बी ट्रू. Okay, we try to prove true because it's a possibility case. And if there is a normal conclusion, you have to try to prove it false. We try to prove it false. Yes, it is not 100% true. So we will take only first is true. Okay, so let's do this. Some vinegars are soda. So first let us draw the generic diagram. All raisins are vinegars. Okay, so all raisins vinegar, and some sodas are cashews. So this is the generic diagram. Okay, first conclusion says at least some vinegars are cashews. Okay, so we have to first says that at least some, there should be some overlap between vinegar and cashews. So we can see in the generic diagram itself that this is not true. We try to prove it false. Okay, generic में ही वो false दिख रहा है. Next conclusion says all raisins being soda is a possibility. So we have to treat it separate. So let us try to prove that all raisins can be sodas. So let us make like this. Yes, it satisfies all the conditions, right? Some vinegars are sodas, all raisins are vinegars, some sodas are cashews. So this is a possibility case. We tried to prove it true and we were able to prove it true. So only conclusion 2 is true. Okay. So if in a normal conclusion, try to prove it false, and if it's a possibility case, try to prove it true. Okay, so that was today's session. If you are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations for the coming season, you may enroll in our classroom program. It includes live classes plus recorded classes, then topic tests, mock tests, books, and GDPI preparation as well. So I hope you found this session valuable and learn the techniques how to minimize your time in solving questions, right? Especially in puzzles, that when to make cases, when not to just pick up a pen and make all cases. And the meaning of that statement, especially ki number of persons to the left of X is same as to the right of Y. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead, and good night.